Hi everyone, it's Celeste and welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about cosplay! I teach you tutorials on how to make the outfit, how to do the makeup so you can become the character of your dreams. Today isn't so much a cosplay. I just want you guys to understand that sometimes it doesn't have to be a cosplay, but something you wear to a convention so you're comfortable. I will be showing you how to make this separate outfit. It includes this vest with the corset lacing, some shorts that I followed someone else's tutorial, which was Coolirpas, but I'll show you how I actually made it, and then of course trying to finish off all of the meter that I got. I wanted to use this as like the tie for my waist, but then I thought it got super matchy, so I used this green tie, so it's like a neutral color. At the same time, I was thinking like red would have looked good. I didn't make a red one yet. Anyways, the amount of fabric that I used was 1 meter, so that's a little over a yard. This is all the scraps that I have left. It's very difficult to kind of make something, and I was thinking about making like another tie or something or something else, but I'm just like, the biggest piece is this one right here, and I'm like, what can I make with that? I'm not sure. I really don't want to cut the little bird, and I just love it. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little outfit series and gets you inspired. I love fashion as much as I love cosplay. So like, if you're new to my channel, become a new member in my YouTube pincushion by clicking that red button down below so you'll never miss out on any of my new videos about cosplay or sewing. They go hand in hand, don't you agree? Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the video. To start off, I'm going to be using this 1 meter of bird cotton fabric. This was purchased in Vichy, France, and you can check that out in the link down below. I'm going to be using the same top pattern from my Clueless and my Evelyn cosplay. Now just pin it out and then we're going to cut it out. Very nice and easy. And now it's all cut out. Time to sew it together. This pattern is 3 pieces, 1 back piece, 1 side back piece, and then 1 front piece. The front piece actually has a nice built-in dart, so it fits snug. Here I went ahead and serged the edges of the sleeve, and then I joined the sleeve together. I also went around all the hemline and I serged it. I decided to go ahead and finish off the neckline by doing a single fold hem. Originally, I wanted the front just to close with a small zipper. Instead, now I'm going to be adding a corset closure. So I'm going to use scrap fabric to create a panel for the eyelets. I sewed it all together and now I'll be flipping it inside out. I'm going to cut off the excess, and the way I did that was measuring it from the top of the bodice to the bottom of the bodice. Then I'm going to cut a few centimeters longer. I'm going to flip in those little pieces, and this way I'll have a clean bottom edge. I'm going to go ahead and start sewing down this little panel piece to the front of the bodice. And I'm going to make sure that it's nice and pressed where the seam should be, that way there's no seam facing out. After finishing attaching all of it, I'm going to go back and top stitch all of it so it will lay flat. I'm going to do this on the side seam and on the front part as well. Now I'm going to be using some grommets and my grommet puncher. To determine where I'm going to place the grommets, I'm using the tape measure and using every inch as a marker. I'm going to do this on the other piece of fabric as well. I began by cutting small little slits at the little hole mark, and then I used my grommet puncher and a grommet the right sides facing, and then I was done with the top once I did it about 16 to 18 times. Can't remember the count. Originally I thought I was going to make a skirt, but then I decided to try to do something different, so I'm making shorts. I used my own crotch pattern and then I cut out the pieces. I drew it out on paper first, so I knew I got the right measurements. Because the top didn't take that much fabric, I had a lot of fabric left, and I think I'm going to make these into some scrunched box shorts. These are going to be really fun to wear and breezy, lack of better words. And now, of course, it's our favorite time to cut it out. You can see that I'm giving a lot of extra space for the bottom of the shorts, and I'm also giving a lot for the top. This is because I don't really know where the waistline is going to be sitting, and I definitely want it to have a little bit of flare coming up. and I want to have at least a little play and wiggle room with the hemline of the shorts. I'm going to combine a front piece and the back piece that are matching, and then I'm going to do that to the other side. With right sides facing each other, I'm going to join the crotch seam, and then I'm going to start sewing them together. I'm working on the butt part first because that is the largest curve seam, and then I'm going to go back on the front seam. So we just created the inseam, now we're going to do the side seam. I'm going to line up the sides, and this way it'll start becoming pants and do the side seam of the actual pant instead of the inseam. So once this is all done, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the top, and I'm going to be using stretch elastic. You've seen me use this in a lot of other videos. I positioned it about an inch away from the top hemline, and then I sewed it with a zigzag stitch around stretching elastic. I took some scraps, turned them into loops, stitched them down, and now I'm going to create them into belt loops. I'm only putting 2 down, 1 at each side seam. With the large pieces of scraps, I created a belt. I took the 2 largest pieces and sewed them together to create 1 extra long rectangle. From there, I sewed it together, right sides facing. I made sure to clip the corners so it can flip correctly. And then all I had to do was turn it inside out. Here is the first outfit, and this is all the pieces put together. I decided to pair it with this nice beret that I got in Los Angeles and a nice green sash so it doesn't look the same. I really love the playfulness of this top. I think it's really sexy and fun using the printed fabric, and I have these belt loops. The belt loops are fun to rest my hands in, and it's not necessary for me to actually use the belt loops. I thought it would be really fun just to have them there, and you know, I could always change the ribbon or take it off to make it look like a romper. Of course, I can use these 2 pieces to create several different looks. Obviously by itself, it looks like a really sexy type of halter. I don't usually make things this way, but I thought it was a lot of fun to play with a fabric that doesn't look so sexy and turn it into something super cute and fun to wear. For look number 2, I wanted to showcase the shorts and just the shorts themselves being paired with a nice black tie shirt. The shirt's really fun to play with, and I mean, I didn't make the shirt, it was given to me by a friend, and I wanted just to showcase the shorts and the versatility. I can use the shorts by itself with like maybe a black top, a white top, or a red top to go with the bottom. Here you can see that I paired it with the sash that I made with the matching fabric. It looks really nice and it looks like a nice little set. It's still the same top, but you know, I just wanted to give you that little tidbit of what it would look like with the tie itself. This third and final look, it showcases just the top itself. The top, you know, it's kind of like wanted to be a vest, but I wanted it to be not a crop top either, but it shows a little bit of midriff. It has this little sexy feature of having the corset lacing in the front so it can show a little bit of cleavage. Obviously, you know I have fake boobs, so it shows a lot of cleavage. Okay, that's all I have to say. But you can pair this with other things other than just jeans. You can pair it with leather pants, white pants, red pants if you felt like it, or, you know, just some nice hot pants. So yeah, this is the top. I don't know what else to say anymore. Honestly, here in Denmark, it doesn't stay warm that long forever. That's why I do want to have these nice clothes for when I go to locations that are very warm. I am going to be going on a few different trips this year where it's not Denmark, so I will be bringing this and you'll see it in my vlog. I'm very excited to share a lot of normal clothes. That way you get used to sewing, and that way when you sew cosplay, it makes it easier. Starting out with basic clothing ideas helps in the long run for harder projects. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a lot of fun watching me create this little outfit, and it's very versatile. So I hope you give it a go. Make sure to tag me on social media if you do. Check out my other YouTube videos, like the ones I have listed here. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to stay inspired, be creative, and I will see you in a future video. Bye!